So, what do you do if you're a landlord or a tenant and your commercial property was either burnt completely or partially damaged in the LA fires? Let's break it down a little bit on how you can negotiate with the other party for success for the both of you. First thing you want to do is find a copy of your lease. Maybe you have a copy, maybe it also went up in smoke. Either way, you can ask the other party for a copy. If no one has a copy of that lease, you are now negotiating from scratch. If you do have a copy, you want to find out if it's a triple net lease, modified gross, or a gross lease. Each of those leases will have terms about who is responsible for what. Sometimes absolute net or triple nets have the tenant responsible for 100% of that building. Sometimes if it's modified gross or if it is triple net, it might have roof and structure be the landlord's responsibility. You want to find your lease, find out what kind of lease it is, and make sure that you understand the terms of what you're responsible for. You want to look for a damage and destruction clause. Maybe it's called a force majeure clause. Maybe it's total damage, partial damage. Destruction might be another term that you're looking for. Those clauses are going to tell you who's responsible for what if there is partial or total damage. There also may be a timeline in that paragraph. The tenant might have to give notice to the landlord. Landlord might have to give notice to the tenant. And those timelines might happen based on when notice is given or when destruction has happened. So make sure that you've read through your clause completely, that you understand your force majeure clause or your damage and destruction clause. Make sure you've read through your property insurance clause as well, because you might have your landlord as additional insured, and they might be able to also benefit from your insurance policy. You want to understand if you're responsible for rebuilding, replacement, and how many days that's going to take you to do that. How long is it going to take to rebuild and replace? We still don't know. We're waiting on a lot of information from the city of LA, but I wish you all the best of luck. And if there's anything you need from us, please feel free to reach out to us directly so that we can offer some guidance and help where we can. Take care, everybody. Stay safe.